Welcome everyone to the Rambler Review, and welcome to the McBain Rambler Varsity basketball game against the Cadillac Vikings. I'm Grayson Gerns, and I'm joined here by
Thomas Maloney.
And tonight's matchup is going to look pretty good. Both these teams in the Traverse City area are ranked number 1 and number 2. McBain's ranked number 1, they're undefeated, and Cadillac's ranked number 2, and they're also undefeated. So this game is going to depend on the Traverse City area ranking.
Right now they're just announcing the starting lineups for both teams and just about to get going real quick. Just a few things before the game, just like some key players in this game. For McBain, obviously Evan Haverkamp, the 6'8" center / big, who almost leads this McBain offense and defense. And then for Cadillac, Grayson.
I'll take for the Charlie Howell is really one of Cadillac's better players. He's the only senior on this 8-man basketball squad, which is surprising, but he's been leading the way. Last game, he scored a total of 32 points, I'm pretty sure. So he's one of the main contributors to this Cadillac offense.
And is he a big two?
No, he plays point guard, shooting guard.
Okay.
Mostly outside, but he can go in and play big if he wants to.
And right now, we're just going to see how McBain's defense is going to shape up against this Cadillac high-powered offense, I believe, right?
Yeah, they're very high-powered offense. I mean, they're undefeated right now, and they lost a lot of guys from last year due to graduation. So this year, they are expected to kind of downgrade a little bit in their level of play, but they've actually increased by a little bit because they're starting off better than they did last year, and they're scoring more points than they did last year.
It's definitely going to shape up to be a good one, so make sure to stay tuned in for the whole game.
And the tip-off, it's going to for Cadillac, it's going to be number 32, Charlie Howell. And for McBain, number 25, I believe that is Evan Haverkamp. The tip is off and is recovered at the top by number 2. Eli Main guarded by Cucci. Tries to hand it off. Cucci does good defense. Gives it off to number 42, Bailey Wade. Wade to Howell. Guarded by Ronenbaugh. Howell does some moves. At the top of the post, Howell drives in. Shoots it back to the corner of Main. And Main's unable to get it, but it was rebounded by number 22 before getting rebounded by Evan Haverkamp. Ronenbaugh dribbling it down the court. Passes it to Cucci. Cucci at the corner, guarded by Howell. Cucci passes to Ronenbaugh. To Darius. Ronenbaugh to Haverkamp. And then Haverkamp to Cucci. Cucci in the post. Tries to hand it off to Darius, but then it will be knocked out of bounds, and I think it might be McBain ball.
And right now, slow start, almost a minute way through. But right now, both teams are trying to establish everything offensively and defensively. Haverkamp kicks it out. Playing Engelwright, gets it to Nathan Cucci.
Cucci to Engelwright. Engelwright to Panay. To Cucci. Cucci goes up for the shot. Nope, and then he passes it to Engelwright. Engelwright does some moves, guarded by Howell. Passes it to Cucci. Cucci guarded by Gavin Goetz. Passes it to Haverkamp. To Ronenbaugh. Passes it to Perez. Passes to Haverkamp. Passes to Engelwright. Engelwright looks for a shot. Passes to Cucci. This passes to Ronenbaugh. Passes to Engelwright. Guarded by Howell. Howell tries to go for the loose ball. Haverkamp able to recover it, and just right there, good hustle by Charlie Howell.
And right now, McBain just struggling to get the offense going. And just some good D right now from Cadillac and the Vikings. Just not allowing anything to go. And right now, McBain is just struggling offensively.
Cucci passes into Ronenbaugh. Ronenbaugh in the corner. Tries to throw deep under the post to Haverkamp. Recovered, and then it's passed to Charlie Howell at the post. Dribbling it down the court. Passes it to Main. Main guarded by Cucci. Half court now. Dribbling down the court. Goes to the far corner. Passes it to number 42, Bailey Wade. Wade to Howell. Guarded by Ronenbaugh. Howell tries to get off of Ronenbaugh. Does some moves. Howell looking for help. Passes it to Main. Main guarded by Cucci. Main goes in for the drive. The shot is up, and it is good.
Right there is a tough finish and a nice little move right there by that man.
Rodenbaugh up top, guarded by Main. Dribbles to the outside, hands it off to Cucci. Cucci guarded by Gavin Goetz. Hands it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp guarded by Wade. Hands it to Engelreit. Engelreit guarded by Howell. Hands it to Perez. Perez is guarded by McGraw. Perez looking for an opening, tries to dribble around, passes it to Engelreit, then passes it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh has a wide open three, shoots it, and it is good. Main passes it to McGowan. Back to Main. It passes to Howell. Howell goes in for the basket, and it gets rejected by Evan Haverkamp. Rodenbaugh dribbling down the court on the top of the key, guarded by Main. Rodenbaugh gives it to Cucci. Gives it back to Rodenbaugh. Still guarded by Main. Gives it to Engelreit at the corner. Gives it back to Rodenbaugh. Gives it to Perez. Perez trying to find an opening in the offense. Drives in for the basket. Goes up for the shot. And it is no good. And it is rebounded by number 22, Kyle McGowan. Main dribbling down the court. Tries getting past the defender. Tries firing it back, but is intercepted by Engelreit. And then passes to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh at the key. Guarded by Main. Rodenbaugh passes to Cucci. Guarded by Howell. Passes to Haverkamp. Guarded by Wade. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh guarded by Main. Rodenbaugh passes to Cucci. Cucci trying to set up the offense. Dribbles out to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh passes to Haverkamp. Haverkamp trying to look for an opening. Passes it to Perez. Passes it to Cucci, trying to look for an opening again. They find an opening underneath to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh goes up for the shot, and it is good.
And that's a tough shot right there, but in between two guys' face, and he gets it to go somehow right there. Nice shot, Ben.
Main on the corner at the post. Passes it to McGowan. McGowan goes by, tries to do a step back, passes it to McGowan. Rebounded by Howell. Howell puts a pass back underneath the center to Main. Main out the corner for three. He shoots it, and it is good.
That's a good three right there and a big momentum boost for the home team, the Cadillac Vikings. And with a crowd like this, it's definitely going to help your team mentally.
Rodenbaugh at the nearest post. Drops it back to Haverkamp, which is wide open, and he's able to score 2 points right there.
And the size difference is the key factor right now, getting it down low to Evan Haverkamp and Ben Rodenbaugh, just allowing the two easy buckets in.
Main on the post, guarded by Cucci. Main dribbles out, passes it to Howell. Howell guarded by Rodenbaugh. Gavin with the ball, passes it to Wade, passes it to Main. Main dribbles in, tries to do a sneaky pass to Howell, and then Howell's able to pull it in, gives it to Gavin. Howell gets the ball, goes up for a shot, and is rejected. And then it is an underneath pass to McGowan, and he's able to score two.
And a nice job getting back the rebound after the block and just kicking it to his teammate on the opposite side and just allowing the easy 2 points, wide open shot.
Gives it to Cucci underneath, and Cucci's unable to get it. Rebounded by McGowan. Gavin up on post with the ball. Guarded by, gives it to, I think that is McGowan, under center. And then he's able to score 2 points right there. And it'll be a timeout, I believe, on McBain.
So far, it's 9-7 with a minute 50-ish left in the first quarter. And it's been a pretty tight game, but right now it's been very physical. I mean, there's been guys, I've seen Darius on the floor a couple of times. He's getting pushed around. But on the other side, they're doing the same thing. Evan Haverkamp's pushing around. They're big and trying not to allow anything to go.
Yeah. I mean, both these teams are going to be very, very physical on defense. And it's going to be a tough time to score points, especially in Cadillac, because Cadillac in Division, I think, what division are these guys in, like 3?
Division 1.
Division 1 basketball. It's said to be one of the hardest atmospheres to play in, just simply because of, well, I think when they built this stadium in, like, I don't know, like 100 years ago, they designed it to be like knock the sound off the roof, and then but it's a difficult stadium to play in because it's just loud.
Yeah, kind of like an auditorium where it like reverbs the sound to make it louder or something.
Rodenbaugh at key, guarded by Main, hands it off to Engelwright. Engelwright to Perez. Perez to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh trying to direct the offense, gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp shoots it down low for Engelwright. Engelwright's able to score 2 on that. Main at post, hands it to McGowan. McGowan looks for it underneath and then goes up for it and goes up for kind of an easy shot right there. 2 points for McGowan. Rodenbaugh up top, guarded by Main. Passes it to Engelwright, guarded by, passes to Perez. Down low for Haverkamp. Haverkamp goes up and is good for 2. McBain just firing off bullets right now, scoring back-to-back possessions.
Yeah, and that's crucial right now. And that's exactly what Mr. Bruce Copeman wanted from that short little break right there.
McGowan goes in for the basket, does some moves, goes up with a shot, and it's no good. Gets his own rebound, throws it back up, and McGowan's able to score another basket. So far, McGowan's been one of the main scorers for this Cadillac team. I mean, he's scored 8 points so far. Cucci down low, gives it to Perez. Perez to Rodenbaugh, guarded by Main, to Engelwright, to Perez, guarded by McGowan. To Cucci, guarded by Clayton, gives it to Engelwright. Gives it to Rodenbaugh, guarded by Clayton. Rodenbaugh gives it to Engelwright. Gives it to Perez. Looks like they're just drawing out the time. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh trying to find an opening, goes in for himself, and then tries to get off the shot, but it is blocked, and the time will run out before they could get a shot off. And I think now the end of the first quarter. The score: Cadillac 13, McBain 11.
And we'll see you after this short break and in the second quarter.
If you're looking to settle down in beautiful Central Michigan, look no further than Arrow Homes. Family owned and operated since 1972, Arrow Homes offers an innovative process of home construction that saves you money and time without sacrificing quality. Their top-of-the-line construction workers have 15 years of experience building homes. You can see some of their work on their website. They are open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Contact them at 231-328-4318 or in their website at arrowhomes.com.
Tommy, today we got mild flavored jerky. Here, like a taste of it?
I'll take one, thank you.
Bon appetit.
Dang, that's good.
That is pretty good, mild flavor. One of my favorite ones. Probably ranked about either 2 or number 1 on my list. And I'll someday publish my Little Town Jerky list publicly, but I think I'll wait on that for a little while.
Hey, in a couple of games, we'll see it.
Back to basketball. Rodenbaugh on the top, dribbling it out. Good defense, gives it to Clayton. Clayton to Engelwright. Engelwright looking for an opening, gives it to Rodenbaugh. Gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp up top, trying to find an opening. Dribbles it down and is intercepted by number 4 on the defense, Grant Williams. Up top, it's Clayton Potvin. Potvin with the pass, gives it to Howell. Howell gives it to Gavin. Gavin to Goodwin. Gives it to Howell. Howell trying to find a move, trying to use his body, but is unable to. Back to Howell. Gives it to Godwin. Godwin shoots it, and it is good for 3. McGowan right now is just really popping off. He already has 11 points. Rodenbaugh football. Engelwright has the ball, gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh shoots for 3 and it is no good and is rebounded. Well, I think that'll be off of McBain, and that'll be Cadillac's ball. Up top is Main. Main guarded by Cucci. Gives it to Gavin. Gavin gives it to Howell underneath. Howell goes up, and that is good for 2 points. Howell able just to get that sneak behind the line and able to score 2 points. Rodenbaugh passes it to Engelwright. Engelwright to Haverkamp. Haverkamp dribbling it around, gives it to Engelwright. Gives it to Hooker. Hooker trying to find an opening, passes it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh passes it to Cucci. Back to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh directing the offense, passes it to Engelwright. Down low, pass intended for, I believe that is Evan Haverkamp down low, but is incomplete. And substitution number 22, Kyle McGowan's going to be subbed out for number 42, Bailey Wade.
And right now, I think the key thing in the game is Cadillac's defense so far, just shutting down the McBain offense completely and not letting Evan Haverkamp score yet. So,
Cucci passes to Engelwright to Rodenbaugh in the far corner. Rodenbaugh directing the offense, calling a play. Passes it to Cucci. Cucci gives it to Haverkamp. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. To Engelwright. Engelwright shoots, and that is good for 3.
That's a nice 3 right there. Getting a couple more points for the Ramblers, trying to close this lead.
Maine with the ball up top, passes it to number 4. He shoots, and that is no good. Bouncing off the rim. That was Grant Williams with the shot. Engelwright passes it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh walks to the outside, passes it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Cucci, but there will be a travel call, and that will be turnover.
And just a couple mistakes in this game could be the deciding factor at the end. And that's exactly what could happen. And right now it's going to look to be a close game the whole way through.
Maine up top. Trying to direct the offense. Dribbles it out to the left. Passes it down low to Gavin. Back to Maine. Maine goes in for the shot. Does a deep back to number 42. The big man with the 3. And that is no good. And then it's going to be intercepted or rebounded by, I think that is Aiden Cucci. Right there. Number 42, Bailey Wade, was going to pull it for a 3. Big man 3. Like seeing that. It's a creative type of offense.
Hey, and in the NBA, you got to be able to shoot the 3 balls the big nowadays. Everyone's got to be able to shoot. If you can't shoot, you ain't going places. And so, and I thought it was a good shot. It looked like it was going to go in, but we're going to come back to this right now.
Haverkamp up top, drives in for the basket, goes up but takes a foul, and that'll be no good. Good job right there by Evan, just driving in there.
Yeah, just trying to draw the foul, just get 2 free throws, and he's usually pretty consistent from the line, and we'll see if he makes these 2 right here.
Haverkamp's first shot is no good, bouncing out.
And
one more. Well,
sorry, I've heard that some people have said like these rims might be a little cursed, because I've seen some shots go up so far today that have been very in and out, and it's just been very iffy, some shots.
The old Cadillac ghosts make it so that the opposing team cannot make any baskets inside of it, and sometimes he's just super mad to the point where he just doesn't want anybody making baskets inside of it. Maine up top, guarded by Cucci. Gives it to big man number 42, Bailey Wade. Gives it to Gavin. Gavin to Howell. Howell to Maine. Maine goes in for the basket, tries driving in, passes it to Gavin. Gavin finds an open basket. He tries going up for it, but then is unable to. But then he does tries to do the one pass in, but then it's just going to be a big confusion right there. You know, one thing I like that McBain did is that they had Cadillac had Bailey Wade out there, so they set in their own big man, number 50, Murphy.
Try and like even the playing ground. Try and like just kind of make it even so that both those guys are almost the exact same size and build, and just trying to even it out so that we can have it even right here. But now Bailey Wade just left, so
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Up top gives it to Murphy. Murphy dribbles out. Gives it back to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh tries to find an opening, does some moves, goes in for the basket, gives it to Cucci at the outside. Cucci guarded good, gives it to Engelwright passes it to Rodenbaugh. Gets a play. Rodenbaugh trying to direct the offense. Rodenbaugh dribbles it out. Passes it to Hooker. Hooker passes it, drives in for a basket, goes up for it, but is rejected by Charlie Howell. Charlie Howell up top with the ball, dribbling it, guarded by Rodenbaugh. Howell dribbles to the outside, goes up for a basket. He does a fadeaway shot, and it is no good. Rebounded by Murphy. Rodenbaugh up top, passes it down low to Engelwright, but then is intercepted by Gavin. Gavin up top. Gavin directing the offense, tries getting a screen, goes in for the basket, does a deep kick to, I think that is number 4. It is no good, rebounded by Gavin. Gavin goes in, passes it out to number 4, which is wide open, goes up for another 3, and it'll be no good, but there will be a foul. The shot right there was by number 4, Grant Williams.
I think that was number 22.
Number 22, that shot?
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. He'll get 2 shots, I believe, because there was a foul.
But one thing you never want to do on a closeout, especially on a 3, you never want to go straight to the guy. You either want to go to the side or stop right before him. If you run into him, nowadays, all it takes is a little hit, and they fall down like a little acting. That's a foul every time.
McGowan's second shot is no good. I believe that was his second shot. I don't know. Was that his second shot?
Yeah.
McGowan goes for his 3rd shot. McGowan's, and it is good. Inbounded by Murphy. Rodenbaugh with it. Rodenbaugh being guarded immediately. Rodenbaugh dribbles down the court, kind of overthrows it, intended for Cucci. That'll be no good. It'll be turnover. It'll be Cadillac's ball.
And that's exactly what Mr. Bruce Gutman does not want to happen for the Ramblers. He does not want to see these turnovers, just giving Cadillac freebie on the ball and then allowing their explosive offense to just get established and just do what they do.
Main goes in for the shot, passes out to Howell. Howell with for 3. It is no good off the backboard. Gives it back to Howell. Howell goes up with a shot, and he'll get fouled right there. Howell just did. He was guarded by 50 dudes, and he went up with the ball.
Usually when you're up covered by 50 dudes and one of them hits your arm, they're calling it no matter what.
Uh-huh.
Even if you hit the ball, they're still probably going to call it on the other guy.
Yeah.
So.
He won't get some shots, but they'll be able to get the inbound play. Looking for an opening that passes it deep to Main, almost at half court. Main goes in for the drive. Passes it to, I think that's Gavin. Gavin up for 3, but it's no good. Rebounded by Hooker. Rodenbaugh up top, directing the offense. Gives it to Cucci. Cucci to Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Hooker. Hooker to Murphy. Murphy to Haverkamp to Cucci. Back to Rodenbaugh. Wow, this is going really, really fast. Hooker tries going in for a basket and then is rejected by number 22, Kylie McCow. But then Charlie Howell will find a pass underneath. Eli Main goes up and is unable to get it in. Rebounded by Murphy. Rodenbaugh running down the court. Goes up for a shot and it is no good. Rebounded by Hooker. Hooker goes up, rejected by Howell. And then Howell, I think then is rebounded by Haverkamp. And then I think Howell will draw the foul by trying to block him.
And right there, I believe, is Charlie Howell's 2nd foul. And like we said, he's one of their crucial players. And he knows in his head that he does not want this to keep happening.
No.
And also, this is Evan Haverkamp at the line, too, one of the most consistent guys in the Ramblers. So he knows that he's usually probably going to make these, and that's not going to help his team.
Haverkamp with his shots, and I think both of them good, or did he only have one? Both of them were good.
They're both good.
Main up top. Main fumbles the ball a little bit, but tries regaining control, passes it to Williams. Williams to Gavin. Gavin down below to Charlie Howell, but a little bit tossed high. Rodenbaugh up top, directing the offense. Gives it to Hooker. Out to number 4. He goes for a shot and is no good over shot by, and then one more shot. And then that'll be no good. And that'll be the end of the first half. The score right now, Cadillac 19, McBain 17. And we'll see you at the halftime report.
If you're looking to settle down in beautiful...
McLain Transmission and Auto Sales. Transmission repair and vehicle sales in Northern Michigan. Locally owned and operated. Being a member of the community means that we take pride in the work that we do for our neighbors. You can expect honest and expert service from us. Every repair, every sale, every time. Servicing Cadillac, Lake City, Manton, Mesick, Big Rapids, Traverse City, and surrounding areas. Located on 2730 South LaChance Road, Lake City, Michigan. Call us at 231-779-1394 or check out our website at McLainTransmission.com.
Here at Shepherd's Agency in downtown McBain, we are your local and trusted source for all your insurance needs. We truly appreciate our clients and we work hard to provide them with the best coverage at a fair price. If you're not already a client of ours, contact us and let us see what we can do for you. Call us at 231-825-2411. Stop in the office or visit us online at shepherdsagency.com.
Welcome everybody to the halftime report. I'm Grayson Gurnson. I'm joined here by Thomas Maloney. Thomas, can you break down the first half a little bit before we get into the nitty-gritty details?
Well, it was certainly a dogfight, and I consider this almost a rivalry game because they're about two really good schools in the state, and they've been consistent basketball schools almost their entire school's history. And whenever they verse each other, it's usually a really good game.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, that's lived up to it, 19-17, and just a lot of good defense and a lot of good play so far.
Yeah, both these schools in their respective conferences are basically just like the dominant version. So basically, Cadillac is just the McBain of the being a Big North Conference, and then yeah, and both these teams, I mean, key players right now for Cadillac, it's going to be number 22. I mean. Number 22, Kyle McCow. I mean, he's already popped off so far with 12 points. And then we have some other contributors like Charlie Howell, and then I think it's Eli Main. But then on the McBain side, we got
Evan Haverkamp. He's got a few. Ben Rodenbaugh, I believe, has 2 3-pointers and a 2. I think Clayton Ingleray has a 3, and I believe that Aiden Cucci has a 3.
Yeah, so both these teams, it's going to be like a dogfight. And like you said, I think they should make this a rivalry game because we're literally just like not even like basically a mile apart from each other or something like that. Well, not really. I don't really know.
Well, about 15. But
about 15 miles. So, yeah, and I think, do we have anything else to say, Tommy?
Not really. And I think that should be the whole halftime little break.
Yep.
Brought to you by Little Town Jerky.
Oh, yep. Brought to you by Little Town Jerky, and we'll see you in the second half.
This was the Little Town Jerky halftime show.
Come shop at the family-owned Lakeside Ace Hardware, where you'll always leave satisfied. We pride ourselves at giving customers top-of-the-line products such as Benjamin Moore paint, Traeger grills, Uni ovens, and much more. We provide great tools from companies like Milwaukee and DeWalt, but our best product is our customer service. Our friendly staff is always happy to help you get what you need to make a perfect house better. The price is always right here at Lakeside Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Reedy's is a family restaurant on Main Street in McBain. Their menu has something for everyone, from kids' meals and pizza or burgers to their entrees such as grilled salmon, grilled tilapia, pasta dishes, and the best barbecue ribs or chicken around. Tuesday through Thursdays, Reedy's is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, they close at 9 p.m. And Sundays, they are not open at all. Food for your mood.
Welcome back, everybody, to the action, to the second half. And we're going to start off with Cadillac's ball. Gavin gets it up top, gives it to Maine, gives it to Howell. Howell looking down low, trying to find an opening. Howell tries to find an opening, gives it to McGowan. McGowan to Wade. Wade back to McGowan, down low to Howell, but is knocked away by Benjamin Rodenball.
And it's going to stay McBain, Cadillac ball underneath.
That's Gavin gives it to Howell down up top, but then it is a struggle between Darius Pinay Perez and Gavin, and I think it will be McBain's ball. Very low scoring game right now, 19 to 17. Both these teams are known for scoring high amounts of points, but right now it's just a very, very low scoring game.
Yeah, and I think it's mostly because they've mostly been playing defense more, just trying not to let the other team score at all.
Rodenball with the ball, passes it to Engelwright. Engelwright to Rodenball. Rodenball dribbling, gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright dribbles it out, gives it back to Rodenball. Rodenball back to Engelwright, gives it to Perez. Perez to Rodenball. Rodenball to Cucci, back to Perez, and then to Rodenball. Gives it down low to Haverkamp, gives it to Darius, and then he goes up for the dunk, but then it's no good, and Haverkamp is able to get the rebound and put it back up. Darius tried just to slam it down, but it was unsuccessful.
I think he tried talking to the ref real quick, thinking it might have been a foul, but I couldn't see it from here.
Howell with the ball, dribbles it around. Oh, does a little download pass to Maine. Maine to McGowan, and McGowan's able to score off of that.
Still a 2-point game, tight, and with about 6:15 left in the third quarter, it's 21 to 19.
Rodenball gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright to Perez. Perez goes in for the drive, goes up with the shot, and it is no good. Rebounded by number 42, Bailey Wade. Gavin has it up top, gives it to Maine. Maine dribbles in with the ball, goes up with a shot, and it is good. Good for two.
And right there, Darius looked like he was trying to take the charge, and he fell down, but they didn't call anything. And that's just an easy two after that.
Perez to Haverkamp up top, gives it to Rodenball. Rodenball to Cucci. To Engelwright. Engelwright for three. It is no good. Rebounded by number 33, Gavin. Gavin to Maine. Maine dribbles in, goes up with a shot, and then is no good off the front of the backboard. Then it is inbounded by Charlie. Well, not inbounded by Charlie Howell, but then Rodenball goes up with it and just slams it down. Howell passes it into Maine.
And that's a big, big, big mental play on both these teams, helping McBain mentally, and it's not helping the Vikings.
McGowan gives it to Wade. Gives it to Gavin. Down to Howell. Howell goes up with a shot, and it is no good, but there will be a foul called on the play.
Yeah, I'm not sure from where I was. I couldn't tell. Grayson, did you see it? Like, what did you see a foul there?
No. I'm joking, of course. I mean, I did see a foul there.
You did see it? I didn't see it.
I did. Well, I thought I saw somewhat of a foul, but I don't know.
I think it was on the swatting down. He might have hit him. Or, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think they just called it for that, but Howell's first shot is good. Howell's second shot is no good, off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Engelwright. Engelwright to Rodenball. Rodenball dribbles it down the court. Rodenball gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Cucci. Cucci to Rodenball. Rodenball does some moves, goes up with a shot, and it is no good. Rebounded by Haverkamp. There is a struggle for the ball, though. Haverkamp is gonna, think he's gonna shoot. Or nope, he's not going to shoot. It's gonna be an inbound play.
They say foul, and it's going to be McBain ball underneath, and they're going to try and set up the play to get it to either Evan Haverkamp or one of their bigs down low.
Rolling ball to Cucci. Cucci gives it to Perez. Perez tries to find an opening, gives it to Engelwright, gives it to Rodenball. Rodenball looking for a play to Engelwright. To Perez. Gives it to Rodenball. To Cucci. Cucci looks for the shot, gives it to Perez. Perez shoots the ball. It is no good. Goes in and out and rebounded by Bailey Wade. Gavin dribbling down the court, gives it to Howell. Howell goes in for the shot, goes up, and then is blocked by Evan Haverkamp. Evan Haverkamp is just a brick wall, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's just almost impossible to beat. He's super tall, and he has like 8-foot wingspan. I mean, that's just a tough thing to make against him.
Charlie with the inbound play. Gives it to, gives it to Grant. Grant looks for the shot, gives it to William. No, McGowan. McGowan with the shot and is no good. Rebounded by, I think that is Grant Williams. And Williams will be shooting two. I really don't know how he's shooting two.
I don't know what the foul was, but I would have thought it would have been on the ground at least.
Yeah.
But I'm not 100% sure. But we don't blame the refs for anything. And they're just trying to do their job. And they have the best view. So
yeah, they do have the best view, so we can't judge them just for doing their job, really. And if you want to become a ref and help some of these young athletes achieve their dreams of playing sports, go over to mhssa.com. And I think there's a link over there to sign up to become a ref or go through the test to be able to become one and help let these young kids' dreams play out and be able to play sports. Rebounded by Hooker. Gives it to Rodenball. Rodenball. Passes it to Hooker. Gives it to Engelwright. Passes it to Rodenball. Passes to Engelwright. Down low for Haverkamp, but then there will be a shooting call on that. And I don't know. I think that might be, that's going to be Howell's third foul of the quarter, or do they just reset it every half? Or is that the third?
That's just his overall.
Third foul.
You get 5. He's not happy with that one, though.
No, he is not.
And right now, these Cadillacs, Vikings they're just not happy.
No.
Because in their eyes, they feel like they're not getting anything. And they're getting some bad calls. And like, as we see right here, the ref is talking to the guy, just telling them some things. We're not sure what he's saying, but we got to trust him. And it's hard to just like get over that mentally, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Haverkamp's first shot is no good. But as you were saying, definitely some of these Cadillac players have to be getting frustrated a little bit on some of these calls, but it's understandable. It's sports. Haverkamp's second shot is good.
It's going to cut the lead to 3, and there's about 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter.
Maine goes in for the basket, blocked by Haverkamp. Haverkamp just again, brick wall, able to stand up and just swat that like a fly.
And he blocks these like these are statement blocks. He's putting force into these blocks.
Gavin with the ball, gives it to Maine under the post, gives it to Howell. Howell drives in, does a fake out, goes up for the shot, and it is good. It just bounces in the basket.
Rodemont going down quick.
Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright shoots it and is no good, then is rebounded by Maine. Maine going down the court, gives it to Williams. No, McGowan. McGowan to Gavin Howell with the 3, and it is no good. Hits the side of the rim. And I think right there, Charlie just wanted to be a little too hot of a finger on that one. So he just wasn't really focusing that much on that.
And I just want to give you a little update right here on the college football playoffs final. Right now the score is 7-0 with Michigan up. And we're going to come back to this game right now.
Rodeball up top. Passes it to Cucci. Cucci with the shot. Contest. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Right there in his eye socket.
Maine. Oh.
Get it to go. And then it bounces off the ref's foot out of bounds. That's going to be Rambler ball.
Maine just tries to pass it down the court, but then gets a little bit confused. And now Cadillac just needs to calm its breath down and start focusing a little bit. Rodenbaugh to Cucci. Cucci to Hooker. Hooker to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Cucci. Cucci to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh, you already know who it is, it's Cucci. And then you know who it is, it's Rodenbaugh. Then it's Haverkamp, someone new finally. Haverkamp does a step back, and then it is no good. Rebounded by Hooker, and Hooker's able to get that, get the shot off.
And now it's a 1-point game, 26-27, a minute 30 left in the third quarter.
Maine looking for a screen, gives it to Gavin. Gavin trying to find it, gives it to Howell. Howell underneath the post, tries doing a move, gives it to a wide open Williams, but then is no good. Rebounded by Gavin. Gavin dribbling the ball, trying to do some moves to get past the defender. Gavin goes up and is no good, gets his own rebound, and then is able to recover the ball. It's a kind of like they're diving for it, recovered by Williams. Williams gives it to Howell, but it's too far out of reach, and Howell is not going to be able to reach out and call that in.
And it's going to look like it's McBain ball. And right now for Cadillac, these turnovers are huge. I mean, this is what's getting McBain this comeback little spurt right here. And this is what have allowed him to go on this run. I believe it's like a 6-point run right now for McBain. And that's huge.
Yeah, it was the game a little bit ago. It's been in Cadillac's favor the entire time. But now it looks like the gears are shifting a little bit, like it's a 1-point game. Cadillac's starting to lose some steam. Maybe they don't have enough replacements to go out because they got 8 people on their bench. But yeah, it's just right now McBain has their hand fully on the gear shifter and on the steering wheel. And I'm going to see it going towards McBain's favor.
Yep. And we'll see you after this short little break back in the third quarter.
Rodenbaugh up top. Dribbles to the outside, gives it to Cucci. Gives it to Engelwright. Engelwright to Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Engelwright. Engelwright to Haverkamp. Then Haverkamp, Rodenbaugh to Engelwright. Hooker to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh looking for an opening, gives it to Cucci. Cucci gives it to Hooker. Hooker gives it down low to Haverkamp. Haverkamp dribbles it out, but then gives it to Rodenbaugh. Back to Cucci. Cucci up for 3. It is no good. Rebounded by McGowan, and then he's able to give it up back to Gavin. Maine goes up for the shot, but then there will be a foul. No, wait, that's not Maine. My bad. That is number 3, Clayton Potvin, and he'll be shooting 2.
And that's a good move right there, just to pump fake the defender, get him to jump, and then just jump into him, draw the foul. And if you're strong enough, you can get the and one. So it's a really good, just a good play right there.
And this first shot is good. Second shot is good as well. And there will be some substitution going out. Number 3, Clayton Potvin going out for number 42, Bailey Wade. Rodenbaugh up top. Looking to direct the offense, gives it to Cucci. Cucci shoots the back basket. I didn't realize there's no time left on the clock. It about made it in, but then it'll be no good. It'll be the end of the third quarter. The score right now, Cadillac 29, McBain 26.
And really not too much to say. And we'll just come back to you real quick in the fourth quarter after a short break.
We are back to the action, like always.
Yeah, and just a little discussion, Ray, real quick right here by the referees. I'm not 100% sure what it was about, but it looks like we're going to go in it. It's going to be Cadillac ball.
Throwing it inbound is going to be Bailey Wade. And Clayton Potvin will be able to get it up top. Potvin passes it to Gavin. Gives it to Bailey. Wade. And then gives it to Coochie with the rebound. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh up top. Gives it to Engelwright at the post. Gives it to Hooker up top. Gives it to Rodenbaugh to the near sideline. Gives it to Haverkamp. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. Gives it to Coochie. Gives it to Hooker. To Haverkamp. Haverkamp dribbling around to Hooker. Hooker tries finding an opening. Gives it to Hooker. Rodenbaugh up top. Gives it to Engelwright. Hands it off to Coochie. Bounce passes it to Haverkamp. Gives it to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Coochie. Coochie shoots. And it is no good hitting out the front of the rim, and it's going to be rebounded by Williams. Nope, by McGowan. Clayton's going to be up top of the ball, or Potvin, and then there'll be a foul called, and I think that'll be Cadillac's ball.
And right there, just a split second late by Clayton Engelwright. Just couldn't move his foot quick enough and causes his defender to fall down, causing the just tripping foul-ish.
Passes it in to McGowan. McGowan dribbles out. Hands it off to Potvin. Potvin looking to make some moves. Hands it off to Gavin. Gavin goes in for the drive. Does a deep pass to Wade, and then he does a fake three. Gives it to Potvin. Potvin's unable to get it. Rebounded by Gavin, but then stolen by Hooker. And that will be, I think there might be a foul on that, and it might be is that going to be, what type of call is that going to be, a travel?
I think just like a reach, maybe a reaching foul, like a slap on the wrist foul. Not 100% sure, though. I think it was on Cadillac, though.
Rodenbaugh, and there will be a timeout. I think that is called by Cadillac.
No, that was McBain.
Oh, that was McBain.
I saw Mr. Coltman call it. But just little things right now for both these teams. Right now for Cadillac, what they're trying to look at and get is they're just saying, we gotta score, guys. We're struggling offensively, and that we have to get it going. And also, we just got to keep it up on defense. For McBain, they're saying, we got to get 10 more points right here. And we have to get it going, or else this game is not going to be going too hot.
No.
And then he's also saying on defense, we also have to step that up, or else we're not going to win this game.
Yeah, that's probably what they're saying. I mean, right now, it's kind of a heated game. Cadillac leading by 4 points right now.
3 points.
3 points, my bad. So it's just a very close game, and I know that tensions are going to be high coming into not coming into the fourth quarter, but we're nearing the end of this game.
It's going to be Rambler ball.
Passes into Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh to Coochie. Fumbles the ball a little bit, but Coochie has it. Coochie gives it to Rodenbaugh. Back to Coochie. To Rodenbaugh. Back to Cucci. Down low for Engelwright, but Engelwright fights for the ball, and it looks like it's going to be some football fumble out there. Everyone diving all over the place, and I don't really know what happened, but I think it is going to be
jump ball.
Jump ball.
And right there, that shot from Clayton Engelwright, that's a tough shot to hit. For just trying to get it over his head, and it's a tough angle because when you get the pass on this one side and you got to shoot at the other side, it's tough to hit. You know what I'm saying?
Camp, he has the ball. It's taken by Rodenball. Rodenball up top, gives it to Cucci, gives it back to Rodenball. Gives it to Haverkamp. Gives it to Engelwright, gives it to Rodenball. Down to Hooker. Hooker tries making a move, but then it's dribbled off of his foot. And that'll be turnover on the play. That'll be Cadillac's ball. Main up top, gives it to Grant, or Gavin. Gives it down low to Charlie Howell. Charlie Howell just slams it down. And that's just going to be a good morale play for the Vikings. Charlie Howell just slamming it down. Rodenball up top. Gives it to Cucci. Gives it to Rodenball. Rodenball trying to redirect the offense. Gives it to Cucci. Seems like there's actually finding some movement now. But Cucci to Rodenball. Rodenball gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Hooker. Hooker tries finding it down low. Gives it to Engelwright. Excuse me. Gives it to Cucci, back to Rodenball. Rodenball tries going in for a move, does some spin move, but then I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that one little mess up, or if it even was a mess up, went right into Hooker's hand, but there will be a foul on the play.
Hey, Ben Rodenball does play quarterback, so.
Yes, he does.
He's a spot-up passer, you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Rodenball in the corner, gives it to Cucci, to back to Cucci. Cucci directing the offense. To Haverkamp. To Hooker, excuse me again. To Engelwright. To Rodenball.
Just a struggle right now for the Ramblers to get anything offensively.
Yeah, they're not able to really move that much because Cadillac's doing a good, it looks like type of zone or man defense on them. Hooker tries going in for a basket, does a fadeaway shot, but then somehow that goes in. I don't even believe that. But Maine up top of the ball.
Right there is some of the reason why the freshman plays on varsity.
Yes. Maine gives it to Williams, gives it to Gavin. Gavin to Howell. Howell goes in for the basket, or at least tries to. Gives it back to Wade. Wade goes in. Then it's McGowan. McGowan goes up for a basket and is no good. Gets his own rebound. Nope, it is rebounded by Wade. Wade to Howell. Howell tries doing some moves. He does some moves, goes back, gives it to Gavin. Gavin goes up with a three, and that is good. What an amazing sequence of offense for the Cadillac Vikings right there.
And they did a really good job of just moving the ball around, trying to find the open man, and eventually they did, and it worked to perfection, hitting the three ball.
Hooker to Haverkamp. Haverkamp to Rodenball. Rodenball to Engelwright, and then fumbled by Cucci. Gives it to Hooker. Hooker is able to recover it, dribbles it around, gives it to Haverkamp. Haverkamp shoots, and it is no good. Rebounded by Howell. Pass it to Maine.
Two minutes and 30 seconds left in the game.
Maine dribbles it, gives it to McGowan. McGowan kind of dribbles it, guarded by, and then I think there might be a timeout. There's going to be a timeout by Cadillac, and that will be, Well, currently, Cadillac just raised its lead by a total of, 6 points right now. And so McBain's just in a kind of a difficult situation with 2 minutes left on the clock. So far, McBain's been unable to really get any offensive play going. So
Yeah.
it's just, tell me, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, I think Mr. Copeman's drawing up a special play that'll help beat their defense and just get someone wide open down low. Just try and get the easy buckets and just close the gap. And right now, as you said, the score is a 6-point game. But talking about other games, we're going to go to the college football finals. And right now, the score is 7-3 with Michigan still up. And it's going to be the first quarter still, and I believe it's Michigan's ball.
The only team I care about that starts with an M is McBain.
Well, there's other people.
And frankly, they shouldn't care about anything else but McBain right now. You're not even a Michigan fan.
They're in the state.
I'm not even a Michigan fan.
They're in the state. You got to cheer
You
for
got
them.
a point.
Even if you don't, that's just mean because you're salty.
Yeah. Gives it to Maine up top. Maine gives it to Gavin. Gavin dribbles it around. Gives it to Charlie underneath, but then Charlie loses it. Rolling ball is going to be dribbling down the court. Rodenbaugh dribbling it around, trying to look for an opening. Attempted steal by McGowan. McGowan doing some kind of like defending whoever has the ball. Hooker tries going in for a basket, then passes it back out to Cucci. Cucci goes up for a three, and that is good.
And that's a 3-point game with 1:30, and the Ramblers are going to play some tight D right here.
Maine, hey, tight D leads to the clock running down. Maine dribbling out tries to dribble out the ball, doing some moves. Tries to find someone to pass to, gives it to Charlie Howell. Charlie Howell goes in, and then he tries to go for the basket, and that will be and one. Nope, no foul called, but Charlie Howell with a tough basket.
1:10, 5-point game. Rodenbaugh at the top to Cucci.
Cucci tries passing it, but good job by McGowan, just able to stomp his foot right in the way of the ball. It will be a turn. I mean, it will be another possession for McBain, but at least they have to do a pass in possession with 59 seconds left on the clock. Right now, I don't see it going in favor of McBain. Just Cadillac so far has just been very, very dominant on defense.
With 2 threes, the Ramblers win, but that's so far what we've seen. That's been very tough to do.
Yes, that has been very, very tough to do. Gives it to Cucci. Cucci to Cucci. Cucci to Cucci. To guess who? Cucci. To Hooker. Nope, that's not Hooker, that's Haverkamp. Hooker goes up with the 2, but that might have been a Coltman looks really, really frustrated about that because I think he was hoping for a 3, but I mean, still, it's 33-36 right now.
And I'm not sure how much time is left on the clock, but I definitely know it's like 40 seconds. And it's just going to be close. And this game ending, like we said at the beginning, we knew coming in it was going to be a very close game whole way through. And we'll see what happens here at the end.
With about, I think it's 40.
It's going to be Cadillac ball. It looks like somewhat of a press for McBain.
Cadillac, Maine up top.
40 seconds.
Maine dribbling out the ball. Maine finds an opening, gives it to Bailey, and then gives it back to Gavin, gives it to Howell. Howell's holding onto the ball for dear life. 27 seconds left. There will be a foul call, though. I think it's on McBain, though. Again, this game depends on the Traverse City area ranking. McBain sits at number 1 and Cadillac sits at number 2. Passes it into Maine. Maine guarded. Pulls out a move. About 20 seconds remaining. Maine holds on to the ball, looking for an opening, gives it to Gavin underneath. Gavin dribbling out the ball. 12 seconds left. Charlie Howell with the ball. Dribbles it out. Gives it to Wade. Wade passes it to Gavin. Gavin passes it, and then he dribbles out the ball. There's 5 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like it's going to be a Cadillac win in the long run.
A 3 could win for McBain and get it to overtime.
And so far, Cadillac is also ranked 36th in the entire state. So they're just a reckoning force to play with. Gives it to Wade. Wade able to get the ball. Maine has the ball. 2 seconds left on the clock, and Cadillac will run the clock out, and that will be a thrilling overtime game. And Cadillac will come out on top with both varsity and JV wins. And yeah, we'll see you at the post game report.